자, 엄마랑 통화도 하고 설거지도 하고 뭐 그렇게 하고 왔습니다. 자, 가보자고 약조학. 애들이 이쪽에 계속 서 있었는데 시간이 늦어서 그런지 애들이 다 가버렸어요. 막 지나가면서 뭐 세바스찬을 한번 이겼다고 해서 자만하지 마 뭐 이런 소리나 하고 있고 좀 신기했던, 이게 오픈월드구나 싶었습니다. 가자! 저분이 교수님이시구나.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
What's that?
A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden.
아니 세바스찬 표정 왜 저래?
Growing together.
쟤 진짜 미친 것 같아. 뭐야?
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Mandrake root.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
아, 저게 귀마개였구나.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
불안해. 아, 하겠지. 아니 미리 뽑기 전에 꽂으라고 미리 얘기를 해줬어야 되는 거 아니야, 이 정도면? 레파로.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
끝인가요, 이게?
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
얘 누구야?
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
그렇군.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
I think so too.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
귀가 먹는 줄
I'll
알았어요.
say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes, of course the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to
Wow.
harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
어떻게 방어를 하는데?
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time. Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
어허! 어!
fun. Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate,
어이진
Mr. Pruitt, has
계단이요?
kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
프레베트가
Hello.
아, hi.
Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But your lead.
알겠어.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Thank
Excuse
you.
me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
아, 잠시만.
Wow, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
아, 진짜 점핑 캐비지처럼 생겼다.
Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost a thumb once.
어떡해.
Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on. Trust me, you do not want to go through that.
야, 무서워. 그냥 하면 돼?
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Levioso.
어떻게 공격하는데? 탭을 눌러서 이거를 장착을 해. 그래서
Look at that!
아하!
Chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum
오,
gardened last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
우와, 짜! 여기는 뭐 가지고 갈 거 없나?
Revelio.
없는 거 같으니까 프레베트랑 같이 가야겠다. 뭐야, 언제 갔어? 자식 진짜 빠른데?
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
수업 끝나니까 얘네 칼같이 헤어지네.
Relishing their new pots only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships, kindness and people.
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her mandrakes.
쟤는 왜 저러고 다니는 거야?
Time when you're best at something. Take me, for example. Hackett said I'd make a wonderful.
일단 수업을 좀 듣고 가자.
Obviously, Hogwarts is the best.
학교 돌아다니는 거 좋아. 얘들아, 나 먼저 갈게. 너네 천천히 와. 와. 너 무슨 일이야? 친구야, 괜찮아? 오이? 여기도 뭐가 있나 본데.
I'm convinced that behind her wrong.
Revelio.
무슨 일이 있나? 되게 스크롤 있게 생겼는데?
Lumos.
어잉, 모르겠어. 여기 아직 내가 지리를 못 외워가지고. 일로도 갈지는구나. 그럼 새로운 길로 가야지. 여긴 어디람? 와! 여기구나. 여기 안뜰.
Are you alright? Look like you've seen a ghost.
If only.
곱스톤? 귀여워. 그래서 길이 어디야?
Revelio.
화르륵?
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu power.
우와, 저기 저 친구 무슨 일이야 지금? 야, 너 괜찮은 거 맞아? 일부러 그러고 있는 거야? 신기한 친구네. 뭐야, 거꾸로 온 거야? 잘못 온 거였어?
Some of us are tied with them.
참나.
They're oh so clever. Peasy Scat's the best one ever.
애들 보고 천천히 오랬는데 내가 제일 늦어버렸네?
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
도착.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why
내가
this
바랬어.
particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor
힐을
Sharp.
해주기
The
때문이죠.
Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
선생님 거동이 불편하신가?
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
아이고, 조작법이 아주 다양하구만. 이렇게 마우스를 이렇게 돌리면 돼?
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
이것도 돌리는 거겠지?
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done.
Well
and from
done.
what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice
Edurus?
brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
알겠습니다, 교수님.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
My parents consider
나도 동감이야.
Fine job brewing your first Wiccanweld potion. But there are many potions yet to learn. This is going to be a busy year.
busy 일.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular.
설마
Just
폴리주스?
missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, Perhaps you could grab it
폴리누스는
for me.
아닌가 보고.
I'll
알겠어.
get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Whoop feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
네가 위즐리라서 해주는 거야. 이 자식아 알겠니?
Can you remind me what you needed again?
I was hoping you could get me a Fooper feather from Sharp's office.
푸파.
It's the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
알겠어.
Your potion should not.
깜짝이야.
Revelio.
어? 어? 교수님? 교수님이 숨겨진 오러이신가?
Prepared witch or wizard always.
Revelio.
Potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
오케이.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
에두루스. 혹시 막 뭐 젓고 해야 되나? 그냥 기다리면 되는 거겠지?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening?
불안한데 쟤.
Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
어머.
Get it! Not again!
어우 세상에.
Dragon done. What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just.
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
감사합니다, 교수님.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
Class dismissed. 야, 너
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
별일
Professor
아니었어.
Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off.
그렇겠지.
Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
이제 못 들어가는구나. 오, savage.
My rope.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
오러셨구나. 근데 지금도 오러이신 것 같기는 해.
There was something else too.
Oh, nice to see you, my young friend.
Got called on to read out loud in history and magic the other day. Stumbled over all the words.
빈스 교수님 아직도 계시구나. 헉, 이거 풀어야겠다.
Revelio.
아이고. 자, 17은 파란 색깔 좀 없어졌으면 됐다. 요거랑 저거랑 더한 건데 제가 0부터 10이었던가? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9구나. 0에서 9까지니까 9 더하기 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9 더하기 5는 14. 그러면 물음표 2개는 3이야. 그러면은 머리 3개 달린 거. 가 어딨지?
Revelio.
저기 있다. 됐다. 다음이 21. 11에다가 저게 0, 1, 2, 2. 그러면 13. 그러면 8. 9, 8. 거미. 거미 다리가 8개인가? 됐다. 나이스!
Revelio.
이렇게 상자 한 2개씩이 있구나. 좋아, 좋아. 얘는 뭐가 없구나. 오케이. 해결. 여기가 도서관이었고.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian.
네가 사고
You see,
친
I'm fond of
개구나.
creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
사실 이미 수상할 것 같긴 한데.
Why did our meet tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you
알겠어.
could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
노력할게.
Leviosa. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio.
애들이 되게 신기하게 쳐다보고 있는 것 같은 느낌이다. 일단 한번 가볼까?
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Another one! I miss it. 미안해. 저기 있다. 저기 있다. 어이씨, 어디 가니?
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this bag too if I were her.
아이고. 귀엽네. 근데 책이 안 보이는데? 아 맞아, 저것도 있었지? 저게 저쪽에 있었던 걸로 기억하는데.
Revelio.
찾았다.
Lumos.
Follow me. 저기 있다. 이제 하나 남았다. 코리아. 이쪽에 있다, 우리나라. 근데 책이 안 날아다녀. 안 보여.
Revelio.
오잉? 여기 들어갈 순 없을 거 아니야. 저기 뒤로 넘어가야 되나?
Revelio.
책이 어디 있는 걸까? 저기 있다. 기다리면 나오는 건가? 여기 앉을 수 있으면 좋을 텐데. 이제 여기 그냥 막 들어갈 수 있는 거야? 미쳤다. 곳만 더 찾으면 되는데. 나와라! 왜 치고 가니? 아니 근데 영 없어. 다시 올라가 볼까?
Revelio.
좋은 말로 할 때 나와라. 얼마나 기다리고 있는지 아니? 아니, 지구본 위에 올라갈 수도 있어. 그나저나 왜 안 나오지? 그냥 천천히 찾아줘도 되겠지? 그러면 여길 좀 가야겠어. 이거 저번에 해보고 싶었는데 지금은 안 되나 보다. 무슨 소리야?
Revelio.
어? 막혔어. 아니네. 다행이다. 저번에 상자를 못 해가지고. 그땐 진짜 세바스찬이랑 간다고 정신이 하나도 없었어가지고 이런 것도 자리가 없어서 못 보기도 했고. 보자. 여긴 됐고. 퀘스트. 요거를 하러 갑시다. 마을? 책 안 날아다니니? 달려.
Revelio.
해그리드의 오두막이다. 해그리드는 비록 없지만.
What are you up to now?
달려, 달려. 너무 멀어. 와, 이렇게 멀 수가 있나? 뭐야, 여기 플루가루가 있었어?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
여기 거기네. 우와, 저 뭐야? 아, 저기가 해그리드 거기네. 아까 거기는 그냥 마법 동물 어쩌고 하는 곳이고. 우와! 반딧불이다.
Lumos.
여기가 해그리드 집이네. 맞아, 저기서 이렇게 내려왔었지. 안녕, 꼬꼬야.
Revelio.
여긴 그냥 텅 빈 오두막인 거야? 그냥 게임키퍼 집이구나. 집이라기보다는 그냥 아 맞아 여기서 이렇게 뒤로 나와가지고 이렇게 돌아가지고 이렇게
This
해가지고
could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Why? 왜? 왜? 뭐 문제 있어? 저 사람은 누구야?
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Who are you?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
별로 내키지
Diving
않긴
into the
한데
lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer,
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black
어머,
Lake
저거
ever
뭐야?
again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night.
아이고
If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
근데 왜 직접 안 하는 거야?
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
알겠어.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography,
근데 왜
depth
직접 안
charts,
하는
and
거야?
tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Not now.
Revelio.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly.
아이고.
I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard. Ramrock and his loyalists will spare no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ramrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out.
아이고야.
Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious to me.
나쁜 놈이네.
Has Ranrock's lot ever attacked you like this before?
They've been taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ramrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ramrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am.
그럼이라니.
It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again.
제가 어떻게든 도와드릴게요.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however.
우와.
Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
자, 도와드릴 수 있도록 노력할게요.
It's like a place right out of a storybook. After what Ranrock did to that goblin banker at Gringotts, I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Orn.
내 말이 그 말이다. 이건 뭐야? 아, 상인이시구나.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
아, 현지화 상태 왜 이래? 여긴 자랄인데 여긴 잘랄인데.
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places too.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
그렇군요.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
이것들은 내가 구할 수 있어, 얘는.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
오.
I hope to see you again sometime.
우와. 오호. 요게 좋겠다. 오, 요건 조금 이쁜데? 요거 할래.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Off on another adventure, are we?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Of course.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
나도 모르겠어.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently.
내
But
말이
whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili Land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Okay.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
그니까.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Allow me to beat you out of your misery. You're gonna have to stop that. I don't have all... Now, this has become personal.
뭐야 저게?
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
무서워요.
Go there! Stop!
우와, 자.
You take it! Student of the fight, dead body!
일단 이놈들을 조금 처리를 해야 될 것 같아.
Release me! Accio! Incendio!
Levioso.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
제 말이요.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to
사람들이
you?
다 물어보네.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
이 작곡이 무슨 소리야?
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned
마침
it in
나도
his
저기
writings.
있는데.
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
감사합니다.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
인센디오는 아니고.
Levioso. Lumos. Incendio.
왜 그래요?
Flames make the pyre sink.
아.
Incendio.
와우.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
이게 뭐야?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
우와, 이렇게 싸서 가시네. 우와. 우와. 대박이다.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
What? 사랑의 포로?
You wanted to see me, sir?
디고리 씨.
Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura Recruitment Program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder, thanks to that book you found, and, in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book? And the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Of course.
I'll do whatever I can.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great-niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
How could a few pages of a book help her solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great-niece can tell you more.
Can you tell me more about your great-niece?
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
When were you the Minister for Magic?
Over 100 years ago. 1733 to 1747, to be precise. The stories I could tell you.
14년.
Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant. With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
네.
I wager the Hufflepuff common room's the coziest of them
all.
The fact that it's so close to the kitchens makes it feel more homely.
그러려고 그런 게 아닌데.
I heard that someone cast
우와! 오지마! 여긴 그냥 가까이 가도 열려? 아, 헬가 퍼프펍 안 해도 되는구나. 오케이. 퀘스트. 아, 맞아. 이거 해야 되는데. 아, 구르기도 해야 되고. 이거를 좀 해봐야겠다. 그러면 천문탑.
I prefer they not be allowed to attend.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposes us to their backward way of thinking.
실내.
Leviosa! Revelio.
Sorry. Hi. 교수님이신가요?
A Daedalian key. Wonder where it might lead me.
잉? 어디까지 간 거야? I miss it.
Professor Weasley is a marvel. Never required the necessary.
일단 아래인 것 같긴 한데.
Lumos.
올라가야 될 것 같아. 여기다. 여기 밑에서 해리가 듣고 있었잖아. 눈물 나. 아이, 눈부셔. 근데 캐비넷이 어디 있는 거지? 여기요? 헉!
There's the cabinet. How do I get this key in there?
어? 어떻게 하는데?
Got it.
와!
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
넬리가 누구야?
Did you get your Bisharoo from Pippins, or did you make it yourself?
이 일을 시킨 앤가?
Revelio.
문제는 누군지 모르겠다는 거지. 바나바스. 오, 귀여워. 뭐야, 여기 너무 이쁘다. 우와. 잠시만, 당신 피투성이 바론이신가요? 쇠사슬을 감고 계시네? 아, 근데 여기 너무 이쁘다. 우와. 대박.
Revelio.
Eek.
Don't know about demigod.
Italians and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant solving those old treasure maps.
Thank you. 넬리 되게 멀리 있었구나.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant. What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like some sort of house token. I bet it unlocks house chests. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in Gryffindor and heard they're also in the other common rooms as well. Keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out.
I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
Thank you.
I should see this through and find the Hufflepuff house chest.
그렇다면 기숙사 상자가 어디 있을까? 아,
This must be my house chest. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
여기 위를 다 채워야 되는 거야? 16개? 너무 많은 거 아니야? 좋아, 이제 자야겠다. 시간이 좀 많이 돼가지고. 그리고 아유, 벌써 1시가 다 됐네. 그리고 너무 피곤해 지금. 좋아, 이것도 내일 해보고. 아, 피곤하다. 아무튼 너무 재밌었어 오늘도. 내일 또 가보자고. 근데 벌써 챌린지 10%나 했네? 대박.